are back in the garage to work on the WS6. If you don't know, we are building this car into a drag and drive car, and we're using every dollar we make on social media and putting it right back into the car. So if you want to support the car, if you want to help this build, drop a like, a comment, whatever, sub to the channel. It'll help this car move along a lot faster. And the plan in this video is we're getting the engine transmission dropped out of this thing. And I say dropped because we are going to drop it from the bottom. We have a little bit of change of plans with the engine build that I'll explain later, but I'll show you real quick that we picked up the cylinder heads from the machine shop before they did any work to them because we're not going to use them. There was nothing wrong with them. I just decided that we're going to be using the ported heads off of the engine in the Trans Am. So I want to get this engine pulled out immediately and get those heads off so I have it ready to go when the engine gets here. But before we get this engine dropped out, we need to take it and get the AC system fully drained out. I don't have the system here to do that. Take it down the road to a local shop. It's like 8 minutes away. He's gonna drain it for me. But before we take it out, I should probably check the oil. Let's do that real quick. And it's got oil in it. Good enough for me. Let's get the last cold start on this thing with this engine setup in it. It's been since about December-ish, I think, since it started. So a couple months. This should be a pretty rowdy cold start, I would say. If it'll start, the battery's probably dead, knowing my luck. But let's get this thing started up. Let's go get the AC system drained, and then let's start pulling this engine out. Last time I drove this thing, it leaked so much oil out of it. So let's just bring some oil with us just in case. What do we got? We got about a quart of this. I don't know if I'll use that. It's kind of expensive. Just throw in the car. What else do we have? Let's see. Some 020. Freaking Hondas, man. Oh, we have a whole bunch of Rotella. That will be just fine. Yep, you're coming with me. Hopefully we don't need to use this, but just in case it decides to have a little leak session on us, we have some oil. All right, let's see what we get. And this thing is... it's completely dead. Oh, whoops. That would be why. All right, take two. There we are. Oh. There it is. She is not happy. There it is. Engine sound is a little noisy. Needs to build a little oil pressure up to the valve train, the lifters. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely gonna miss that. But man, this thing is noisy. Oh well, let's get this thing down the road. Let's make sure we're not leaking right now. Oh, we're not leaking. That's a good thing. Let's just hurry up and go get this done. Hopefully she does not leave us stranded. It's a cool little shop right down the road from my house. Old Tori's getting me fixed up. He's over there working on this Buick, but this is a rig. I'd hate to know what this thing costs. She's just doing her thing, getting her sucked out. All right, shout out to Mustang Automotive Repair, 50 bucks, got her drained out. Now we need to go do a little car wash on her, get her shined up while she sits in the garage to get worked on. And I'll need to get dog food, so let's go do that too. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think we ought to do a proper send-off for this engine. And the service engine light just came on. So let's give her a proper service. Get her down in first. One last let her rip before we tear it down. Well, I would say that was a proper engine service. One last send off for her. Imagine right there if it just blew up. That would be pretty funny. Well, girl, it was fun while it lasted. You were fun, but it's time to upgrade you. But Gen 2 of this thing is gonna be a whole different animal. All right, now we are back in the garage, and I tried to pull the car as close as I could to like this corner, so I can try and put the engine puller right here, and then have it come up and grab the core support, kind of like this, I guess, lift the car up this way. Now I'm going to take some time, just clean up my area a little bit. I need to put these heads back together, get those shoved up in the attic because we're not going to use those. I need to box those rods up. I'll probably keep those and then do some stuff with all these parts, keep or throw away. By throw away, I mean in my scrap bin. Need to get rid of that. Need to just do some cleaning up and just get this area ready for some actual car parts coming off of this thing. So tonight I'm just going to mess with this stuff, and then first thing in the morning we're going to start wrenching on this thing, so I'll see you guys then. All right, guys, it's now the next day. We have Garrett in the house to help us get this unit out of here. Got the whole garage set up over here, so we're locked in, ready to drop this thing out. First thing we need to do is get this hood off, and then just start yanking everything apart. I know we got to take electrical, AC, there's tons of stuff. I printed out the instructions. I found a good little breakdown online of doing it, so we're gonna just knock all those items out and get this unit dropped out. So I'm gonna set you guys up and enjoy watching us drop this engine and transmission out. We have made so much progress up to this point. As you can see, we removed pretty much the whole front of the engine. We pulled the PCM, the bumper, the hood. I mean, we've just been grinding on this thing. Now we're ready to climb underneath the car and work on the exhaust, the drive shaft, cross member, the transmission, shifter lever, some of that stuff down there. Try to video that best I can, but it's kind of tough underneath the car. So we're making really good progress, but we just need to disconnect stuff underneath there and then start loosening the K-member. Right now we have it up on jack stands and it's doing good. I have these mounts by, I forgot who made those, some sort of engineering company, but those things came in clutch for this. So we're just gonna knock out the underside of the car and then we'll be ready to drop this thing down. But this is actually going really well and we are having fun.
Absolutely.
You cannot make this up, guys. The exhaust is pretty much welded on everywhere, right there. And then the worst part is right here has a clamp, thankfully, but they tacked it right here and there. Thankfully I can get to them, so just gotta cut them off. But dang it, why did they do that? But it shouldn't be too bad once you get those off. We're gonna start back here, pull the tips off in the rear resonators or mufflers, whatever you want to call them, slide them out right here, and then the axle hoop, we'll have to kind of slide that out and then go forward, you know what I mean? But dang it, get the grinder out, cut that off. Holy crap, guys, we just got our butts kicked by this exhaust. The whole freaking thing was welded together in the car. I mean, there was one clamp right here, and that's it. The rest of it's all welded together, which was so much fun. And do you guys think I had a little exhaust leak going on right here? And right here? So that was a lot of fun. That literally just consumed every bit of like an hour and a half of our time. Went through a couple Sawzall blades. We had the die grinder out with the cutoff wheel. I mean, that was not a great time. And we got pretty nasty from it. So we just cleaned up. Garrett's about to take me on a date.
Absolutely.
It's a Chick-fil-A probably.
You dined me, so it's my time to wine you.
So we're gonna clean up, grab some food, and then come back and just finish this up. We just have to drop the drive shaft and then start dropping the transmission K-member and see how it goes from there. We have to take our struts loose still. So we're gonna get back, wrap this up, and get this thing out of here. Oh man, look how low this thing is to the ground. Wish it sat like this all the time. So we have it set down on a pallet. We have the transmission on a pallet as well. Right now we're using 2 floor jacks. We have it all the way down. I just took the transmission cross member bolts out and the K-member bolts out, so it's fully on the pallets. We weren't able to use the cherry picker at first because the legs extended out too far and they were resting on the bottom of the core support right here. So the K-member wasn't fully landing on that pallet. So right now we're using 2 floor jacks, and the plan is just to get it high enough off the ground to then slide that guy in there and then finish the job and pick them up. But we'll see how 2 floor jacks go. But I think we're ready. We're gonna start jacking it up and just make sure everything is clear and then just go from there. So far, the 2 jack method's actually working pretty well. We have the K-member dropped all the way down onto our little dolly pallet thing, and it's officially disconnected from the car. The engine's dropping down. We threw all the wiring on top of the engine so it drops out without binding up. We forgot 1 brake line, so Garate is getting that off for me.
Yep.
This whole side is completely clear. Don't see anything that's gonna get bound up. And then this whole side was just that brake line. The steering shaft was off, all the wiring's out of the way, so we should be good to go.
I'll get there eventually, don't you worry.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I can't think of anything can go wrong right now. We're getting the cherry picker set up so we can lift the car off the engine. And Garate said that he has a little trick he wants to show me.
Yeah, you just grab it.
What do you got?
Lift it up. Jack it off a couple times like you want to. Depending on how high you want. Bam!
No way. What? Huh. I did not know that.
It's a skill issue.
I've been doing it the old-fashioned way this whole time. Well, thanks for that.
Anything?
So we're gonna bring it in. I'll show you guys. We were using this at first to pick the car up when the engine was still mounted by the K-member and everything. And it started to kind of flex the core support a little bit. So we had to put it in reverse. And then we tried this method, obviously. We went back to here. So now we're just gonna bring this guy in. Should be light enough now to where it won't hurt the core support and we can pick it up.
Coming up. Whoa! I am thoroughly impressed at how we haven't completely screwed this up yet.
Don't say that.
Don't worry, there's still time.
Don't say that. Alright. Going up. How's the core support look? Getting worse.
It's supporting. No, yeah, you're good. Boy, everything looks really good. Seriously. Wow. Who knew it was this easy?
Holy crap, guys.
Oh, nice.
This is actually not bad.
No, and your rear tires aren't moving either, which is nice.
We're almost to the point where we can pull it out. To go a little bit higher for sure. Oh, we're not even kind of close to the ceiling. That was a scary sound, but things are good. Oh, this brake line's caught.
Found it. Oh.
We are pretty much there. We can start rolling it out. Gonna keep going a little bit more. All right.
Already.
Oh, not yet. Let's go a little bit more, bro.
Really?
Well, it might be close to the...
I think we can push it straight your way.
Oh, just a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm watching your back tires.
Holy crap, boys, we got it out. And that was actually not bad at all. That was pretty straightforward. For the first time, that was not bad. I will definitely be doing this next time this has to happen. But we got her out. This is definitely the way to do it. I was a little sketched out at first having the car up in the air, just supported by the engine hoist because it was kind of shaky, but it turned out good. I went to Harbor Freight, picked up some 6-ton jack stands. I actually grabbed a black box and blue ones were in it, which is pretty funny. But this is gonna be so handy to have all this room. I can delete the AC box, do some engine bay work, get rid of the ABS module. So this is just definitely the way to go. Man, I'm so pumped to have this out. Can't thank my buddy Garrett enough for coming out and helping. Thank you, kind sir.
No problem.
It's very nice. But all right, guys, we're going to clean up the shop. We have a lot of tools out everywhere, clean up, kind of put things away. As you can see, I have parts everywhere right now. The second gen is like covered in parts now. So we need to throw that away or try and sell it something, put that stuff in the storage unit. So we're gonna load up Garrett's Expedition, take a whole load to the storage unit, clean this stuff out of the way. And then this exhaust and crap, we're just gonna sell some of it or try to, or just throw it away. I'm not gonna hang on to it very long. Really the only thing worth any money is the tips and the flanges that mount to the headers, these things. So that's really all I'm gonna try and sell. If they don't sell, you know, whatever. But man, I'm so glad this is done now and we can finally get to working on this thing. But that's gonna do it for this video. I really appreciate you guys watching if you watched this far and following along with this build and joining me for pulling this engine out. We're joining Garrett and I with pulling this engine out. This is a lot of fun. I always love doing big projects like this because I know the outcome is gonna be so worth it. But thank you guys for watching. Drop a like, comment in the video to support this build. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. What was that?
The only thing I know for certain is this bush juice.